What's up, Taiwan? Good morning. I'm Ethan Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. We begin today's show by going straight to Warsaw, Poland, where TaiwanPlus reporter Rick Glauer is learning how the largest refugee center in Europe is dealing with the crowds of people escaping from Ukraine.
I'm here at the Warsaw Expo Center in Poland. At the moment, there are 6,000 or 7,000 people here who have fled the conflict in Ukraine and are finding temporary accommodation within the exhibition halls of this expo center. Here, they can find a bed for the night, they can find food and drink and other necessities that they might need. Then there's also onward travel arranged for them to go to other places in Poland or around Europe. In the last few minutes, we've heard there's been calls on the tannoy system here saying that there's buses leaving for places as far away as Spain, Norway, Sweden. The majority of the people here are women and children, families or elderly people. We've seen a lot of families here carrying everything that they own, a lot of kids carrying toys, and even families with their pets, with their dogs. And we saw a family playing with their hamster outside on the grass outside the exhibition center. One of the halls next door is full of all of the aid that has been sent in from the Polish government or from local people or from the international response to this crisis. And this is all part of the unprecedented response to the largest refugee crisis to hit Europe in at least 8 decades.
Again, that was TaiwanPlus Rick Glauer reporting firsthand from Warsaw, Poland. Meanwhile, Taiwan is also strengthening its combat capabilities by holding military drills on the northernmost island of Dongying. That's amid ongoing tensions with China, which is just 16 kilometers away. The regularly scheduled exercises help soldiers prepare for what would happen if enemy forces try to take the island. Bing Wang reports.
Taiwan's military fires shells at a red cross on the water. The target represents advancing enemy forces. Some 1,000 troops were deployed to Mazu's Dongying Island, Taiwan's northernmost territory. Dongying lies just 16 kilometers off the coast of China, making it a strategic military location for Taiwan. The island is installed with Xiongfeng and Skybolt defense systems capable of destroying air, naval, and land enemy targets.
台湾的反登陆能力其实非常强，除了各式的反舰飞弹之外，标枪飞弹，还有台湾还有托式飞弹、地狱火飞弹，它们都可以用于反舟坡的登陆。中共应该是不会轻举妄动。
Taiwan regularly holds drills to prepare for a potential Chinese invasion. China claims Taiwan as part of its own territory and has not ruled out taking the country by force, even though China's ruling party has never governed Taiwan. A recent document leaked from the Russian Federal Security Service by a human rights group claimed China had considered taking over Taiwan by force this fall, but Russia's invasion of Ukraine had pushed the timeline back. Taiwan's foreign minister Joseph Wu dismisses the document but says the country must boost its military defense capabilities.
有关于这个文件，我不确定这个是不是事实。不管中国是不是要攻击我们，或者是什么时候要攻击我们，我们随时随地都要做好自我防卫的准备。
Taiwan has also implemented new military reservist training to enhance the country's combat readiness. Taiwan is determined to keep its sovereignty, and these efforts hope to deter China from exerting any military pressure on the country. Kama Xu and Bing Wang for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan's key interest rates are going up for the first time in 10 years. The central bank's announcement on Thursday took analysts by surprise. The increase of 0.25% follows close on the heels of a similar move by the U.S. Federal Reserve. The rate hike goes into effect on Friday, while analysts had previously expected the increase to come in June at the earliest. The governor of Taiwan's central bank, Yang Jinglong, says they raised the interest rates because the economy had met 3 conditions. There were signs of inflation, economic growth had returned to pre-pandemic levels, and other countries like the US and the UK had raised their interest rates.
我们跟以前的来比较，我们这一次呢是显然的是受到供给面的因素的影响比较大。那但是呢，它慢慢的波及到一般的就像那个外食啦这些啦所以呢，我们就想认为就是说，那我们 如果说这3个条件达到的时候，我们先把我们在前2年所调降1码的这个，我们先把它恢复回来。
Taiwan is slowly getting to grips with the new problem on its roads. More and more accidents are being caused by people driving under the influence of illegal drugs. Eric Gao reports.
This crash is not the result of drunk driving, but drug driving. Taiwan is seeing a rising number of accidents caused by drivers under the influence of illegal drugs. Tens of thousands of suspected drug driving accidents are reported every year in Taiwan, but very few are ever prosecuted because the rules about investigating such incidents are unclear.
身上也有味道，有查获毒品将它带返所来侦办，并且验尿检验。
This means that many crashes caused by drivers under the influence of drugs are treated as regular accidents.
是自撞的话，它的刑责是3年以下有期徒刑。
For fatal crashes that do get classified as drug driving, the maximum penalty is 10 years in jail. Drunk drivers, however, can go to prison for life. The discrepancy suggests that more scrutiny is needed to combat this new threat on the country's roads. James Rayner and Eric Gao for TaiwanPlus.
We've heard a lot about the impact of the pandemic on teachers, but there's another type of job with a unique set of challenges. Forensic pathologists, the people who perform autopsies to find out the cause of death. TaiwanPlus's Betty Chan has their story.
These forensic pathologists are putting on another protective layer to do their work. With COVID-19, they're at even greater risk of infection. Aside from personal protective equipment, or PPEs, they use a positive airway pressure device to increase airflow and make sure they're not exposed to the virus.
最害怕的就是说我们在古迹喷溅到空气中。我们有一个就是一个案件，但是我们也是马上就停下来，然后几乎快2个礼拜的时间我们几乎每天都测看看自己会不会得到。
There are only 28 forensic pathologists across Taiwan, which has a total population of 23 million. 10 of these pathologists work directly for the central government, and they have to handle over 100 cases a month. The pandemic has increased their workload by half.
我们曾经也有法医师工作到相当晚，到半夜，这个也是因为疫情的关系，假如是案件累积起来，我们大家就要很努力的共同在团队性的来应付这一类的案件。
Teamwork is vital in forensic science, and together, the small group of pathologists and forensic examiners has been able to cope with the workload. They say they're committed to getting their job done right, despite any challenges.
可以看到他的体内同时检出了这么多种的新型毒品。我们可以看到1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8有8种。
Pathologists would like to see more people join their ranks, but the pay is low and the job is known to be difficult. Those here admit there is much room for improvement, but their commitment to their work remains unshakable. Klein Wang and Betty Chen for TaiwanPlus.
The first electric bus made by Taiwanese manufacturing giant Foxconn has entered service in the southern city of Kaohsiung. The company is best known for making consumer electronics like Apple's iPhone, but now it's making a strong push in the electric vehicle sector. The new Model T joins a fleet of 195 electric buses in Kaohsiung. The local government says the vehicles will help reduce pollution and achieve the city's net zero goals. Kaohsiung is planning to buy more than 1,000 electric buses. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. I'm Ethan Liu. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we leave you with some images of the St. Patrick's Day celebrations in Chicago. Take care, and I'll see you next time.